Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Effdash here with effdash TV. And today, let's talk about items, man. Nobody ever talks about items. The discussion's always about the monsters, you know, the blue dragon, the wolf spider, the earth dragon that nobody really talks about. But seriously, let's talk about items. My investigative journaling has come to the conclusion that items make up 50% of your deck. Shocking revelation. But no, for real. So items, I think, are a huge part of the game, obviously, because they do, in fact, take up half of your deck. And I mean, you should know this because they're so hard to come by, you know? Getting the crafting material and the dust for items is very, very difficult compared to getting the same crafting material and dust for the actual monsters themselves. So it's very resource intensive to actually make these items, and then just finding them in packs and stuff is pretty rare. So, and I do think this is done purposefully, because in the game you can, the game is sort of like, the devs are like, hey, you know what, you want to build 14 different blue dragons, do whatever you want, we don't really care. But we're going to limit the amount of items that you can craft or, find, whatever, because we know that's really where the meat of the game is. And I think slowly we're all starting to realize that, we probably need better items. So we're going to talk about items today. We're just going to go through the list and look at all the different items and, talk about each one and see, well, maybe not each one, but we'll talk about a bunch of them and see, what are the must-haves? There's definitely some top ones. There's some that are definitely at the bottom for those newer players. There's some intermediate items as well. So let's start here, page 1. All right, here. So the first one we got is the bomb. The bomb's pretty cool. I won't lie. I like this bomb. So one of the reasons it's really nice, it deals 2 damage for only 1 crystal. And you can take 2 of them in there, so you can do 4 damage on only 2 crystals. That's pretty good return on investment right there. It's pretty good ROI. So that's not a bad item at all. And it's only a silver, so you probably craft one of those if you don't have it. I think those are pretty common, so you might already have 2 of those. But those are pretty good items. You can use those all the way from beginner all the way to advanced. I don't think there's an issue with the bomb at all. Boomerang. The boomerang, when I first started, was a staple in my deck. I love the boomerang. I still love the boomerang to this day. I just think it's really, really cool. I think it has great utility. It's the ROI is not from the looks of it, from the high level. It doesn't look like a good ROI because you're getting 1 damage for 3 crystals. I'm sorry, for 1 crystal. But you have to remember that this hits every single person. So this is an AoE, and it'll hit everyone. So if there's 3 people on the board and, magically they all have 1 HP, you're going to destroy that other, the other deck, all for 1 crystal. So it does have the potential of doing 3 damage. And, there are those times when, maybe, a band of parrots on the side or a wolf spider, and they only have that one more HP, and you just needed that one little item to get you over. And, I think this would do it for you. You don't see it too much in higher end decks, but it's definitely a good beginner item. Maybe all the way up to intermediate. I do love my boomerang though. So this knife here, this is a throwing knife. I've never used this. This is definitely 1 damage for 1 crystal. I don't think the ROI is very good on this one at all. And it damages armor first, so I think there's definitely better items you can use. The boomerang, for example, I think is better than this. So maybe as a beginner, maybe. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't ever touch that. I've personally never touched that. The magic bomb. This is actually the magic blast. There's a couple magic items here. So this one, 1 crystal for 1 damage. But the cool thing about this one, why it's kind of worth it over that knife we just saw, this one goes through armor. So if if there's 1 damage there left, or if you're playing magic and you needed, you can only do 3 damage, but he's got 4, you hit him with one of these, and then your magic attack, and he's gone. So definitely going through armor is great, and the fact that it doesn't trigger magic reflect, even better. Potion. I don't think this is a very good item at all. One health for one crystal. I think you can do better than that. All right, the poison dagger. This one's pretty damn awesome. So this one deals 3 attack, right? For 2 crystals. That's a great return on investment there. And it comes with disease. So again, if you're not familiar with disease does pretty much everything except take away flight. So disease is super powerful. And again, you gotta remember that one day we're gonna get outbreak, which, you know, works exceptionally well with disease. I think it only works with disease, but outbreak's gonna change the game. So you definitely want to stock up on your poison items now. So poison dagger is fantastic. You could still see this definitely from beginner all the way to advanced. There's definitely advanced decks that use this. This is a fantastic item. Great ROI on this one. Then we have this healing item here. It's called Rejuvenating Sound. So it's a group heal. 2 crystals for 2 heals. That's not terrible. That's actually fantastic. To be honest, I was not aware that this was a group heal. I thought this was a normal heal. So that's pretty cool. So this is 2 group heal for only 2 crystals. That's fantastic. I might have to look actually at this one. That's pretty damn cool. So I like that one. Here we go. Magic Detonate. So 2 damage for 2 crystals. I used to use this one. I like this one a lot. Again, magic damage, the fact that it can go through armor and it doesn't have to worry about magic reflect. That's fantastic. So this is just like the other one, except, you know, it costs 1 more because you're getting 1 more damage. So it's just the other one even better. So I like this one too. You could probably see this one in advanced decks. You might see the 4 cost one, but this one's very good. I wouldn't sleep on this one. And we have the Ceremonial Knife. So I'm torn on this one. So you get 4 damage for 3 crystals. I love that. Again, ROI is high. So this one shots a wolf spider. It also really helps to take down damage of a blue dragon. You know, almost half there. That's cut. Those are the 2 main reasons I use the Ceremonial Knife: to cut down wolf spiders and then to bring down blue dragons. But to be honest, I don't see this one a lot in advanced play. You'll see it in more intermediate decks, but for some reason it's not used in advanced decks, and I'm still holding on to mine. And I know I've been told by many people, you know, to drop it for something else, but it has just to me, those 2 wolf spiders and blue dragons, they eat this damage so nicely. You know, I really love the way it looks when they die from this knife. You know, so I don't know on this one. It's currently in my deck right now, you know, for sure, but maybe I love it personally. 3 crystals. It does cost 1 turn, but you're doing 4 guaranteed damage, you know, so might be a little hard to beat. I like it, but if you don't, it's okay. It's okay. So let's move on now to the next page. See what else we got here. All right, we have another healing item, Dragon's Blood. So this is just a normal 1-person heal, 3 crystals for 3 health. Not terrible. Not terrible. It does cost 1 turn, but you know, you're gonna keep getting 3 health, and you can't break it unless you have armor breaking. So that's pretty cool. So that's not terrible. Not terrible at all. Here we go. Probably one of the best items in the game is Shrieking. So it has silence. Silence is all enemies. If you're silenced, you can't heal or do magic attacks. So it's fantastic for magic, against magic. And it's got group disease. So every single person becomes diseased. And as you know, if you're diseased, you can't do magic reflect. You can't inspire. You can't shoot command. You can't do a damn thing. And it can only be removed by heal, which of course, if you use this item, you are also unable to heal. So this is the all-around, probably the best item in the game. Definitely top 3, top 5, maybe top 10. I just got mine yesterday and it has already saved my butt so many times. So this item is fantastic. It does cost 1,000 dust, so it's not cheap, but I mean the utility is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love this item. Definitely you'll see it in high-end play. This is the item to have in your deck. So here's the other magic. This is the magic bomb. So 4 crystals, 4 damage, goes through everything, just like the other ones. I don't have this one, but this one is pretty damn good. It's exactly what it says. 4 crystals for 4 damage. There's not much you can do about that. That's deadly. So I like that one. So it does cost more than that knife, but again, the knife's not going to go through armor. This one definitely will. So Magic Bomb. You'll definitely see this one in a high-end play. Elixir. I've never seen anyone use this. So what this does is it returns a monster back to the deck. So if they brought up their blue dragon, whatever, you can use this and return it back to the deck. I get it, but for 5 crystals, I've never seen it played. It actually is in the events. I think the Armory, I want to say. But I personally have never seen anyone use this. I've gotten a few of these and I immediately dust them because I'm never going to use that. So there are some monsters coming that have this ability innate. Well, for themselves, not necessarily for somebody else. But yeah, I've never seen this used. There's definitely better things you can do. So yeah, so of the flash cards, those are all the flash cards. The Shuriken is definitely top tier, followed by the magic items and that knife. So now we move on to just the normal items. We're going to look at the ones that are neutral because, you know, neutral has every single item available in the game. Do note that the crystal cost is different per subclass, right? So these wooden bracers may be 2 crystals here, but they might be 1 crystal for, you know, balance, or, you know, 3 crystals for nature, whatever it has. So just do keep that in mind, that these crystal costs are specifically for the neutrals. But these items, and also yes, that these items may or may not actually be available in a specific color. Give me a second here, guys.